Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and yes, I took a week off. I did end up posting two videos anyway because they were just too important not to say anything about, but yeah. But it feels like Trump being the idiot he is, we can't go without moron doing or saying something stupid, so. Anyway, this will be video for Monday, and I'm covering two topics that I haven't had a chance to get to. Number one, yeah, Trump's Department of Justice and FBI have suddenly said, "Oh, turns out Epstein had no client list." The whole he was after he had notes on people and stuff. No, no, no. That turns out that it doesn't exist. What? And he just committed suicide in jail. He wasn't killed. Dumbass say what? Yeah, we know why this happened. Trump's name is all over it. He has been shown. He believed him. He was considered Jeffrey Epstein's closest friend for over a decade. His name is all over it. They're trying their best not to release it. Hell, they released that thing even redacting further what was already released before. So yeah, don't give me this bullshit that, oh, turns out there's nothing. No. If it's nothing, release Ghislaine Maxwell from prison because she's serving an unjust sentence if there's nothing. Yeah, y'all full of shit. Trump is trying, and his sycophants are trying to hide it to save his skin because we know Trump's name is all over Epstein's list. It's just a fact. Here from The Guardian, yeah, they're looking certain House Democrats. I hate the two-party system, I really do. Anyway, from the BBC, Justice Department finds no Epstein client list. Sure. Axios, DOJ, FBI conclude, oh, Epstein had no client list. He died by suicide. You know, there was this big push over everything for the longest time, and all of a sudden, no, turns out there was nothing. No, we lied. We don't know. We were just hoping we could find other people and get a hold of it. No, it's real. They're just trying to save Trump's ass. It's such bullshit. Yeah, Maxwell serving a 20-year sentence for child sex trafficking and related offenses. If she ends up being the only one to serve time, it's such a fucking bunch of bullshit. Trump's name is all over it, and he needs to pay the price. The other story I didn't get to work on. This from Kansas City KSHB. Former NOAA administrator highlights communication gaps in the Texas flood response. Rick Spinrad points to staffing cuts and lack of key personnel as contributing factors in the mismanagement of recent catastrophic Texas flooding. Yeah. All Doge did was fuck up the government and the departments that actually did work to the best of the capabilities we had. But they were like, no, fuck them. Fuck them all. And yeah, honestly, this flash flood in Texas rests solely on the shoulders of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. They are the ones responsible for the death of all those who have died in these floods. From the Hill, Texas flood shines spotlight on Trump's weather and disaster cuts. Yep. Exactly. I mean, you can't sit there and continually cut and say, alright, it's good. You keep cutting, you're going to destroy the whole thing. And that's what they have done. Thank you, dumbasses. This is from The Guardian. He goes, did National Weather Service cuts lead to Texas flood disaster? We don't know. Technically, you can't directly say, oh, this is what happened. But it's very easy to see how these cuts very easily led to this situation. Who is the woman anyway? Rebecca Solnit. Guardian U.S. columnist, author of Orwell's Roses, and co-editor of Thelma Young. Latuna Tabua of the Climate Anthology. Not Too Late. Changing the climate story from despair to possibility. Yes, while you cannot directly lead, there's more than anything you can see how it could lead to this situation, and more than likely that's what's happened. Now there'll need to be further examination, but more than likely you could go, yeah, it was the cuts. So, yeah. Trump, I don't know how people still back this absolute fucking utter moron, but they do. And it baffles me. Well, again, I can't really say that, but it still does. Because you can see how stupid he is. You can see how stupid he fucking acts. You can look at the history. And it's clear. He's a fucking moron. But there's people who's just willing to continually suck him off like he's the greatest fucking thing in the fucking universe. And it's like, how the fuck can you be so fucking stupid? How can you be such a fucking moron? Yeah. He's completely guilty. All this is his fault. He's in the Epstein list without a freaking doubt. No doubt in my mind. Because he's shown over and over to be best friends of Epstein. The proof is all there. He's had several cases go against him where he's sexually assaulted or was a sexual harasser and assaulter of women. It's not like he hasn't admitted this himself. When he's saying when he owned the Miss America pageants, I would just go in the dressing room while they were changing. Just let me, because I owned the thing. I mean, seriously. It's clear as a bell. But people absolutely refuse to look at facts. This is really the fault of the Reagan FCC pulling apart the Truman Doctrine. All it required, tell the truth to the best of your ability. In Reagan's FCC, what they do it? They took it to court and pulled it apart piece by piece until finally it had nothing in it that could help the average people and was a toothless doctrine. And that allowed the rise of all this fake propaganda BS that we now have to deal with. Yeah. It's so fucking stupid. It really is. That we're in this situation. You would think, hey, all these years ago, we kind of decided, yeah, this is how things did. This is how things worked. You know, we had smart people. They went through things. They figured things out. And all of a sudden, Ronnie Reagan decides to fuck everything over for the rich. And now people are getting dumber and dumber and dumber by the day. It's depressing, I'll tell you that. And now thanks to Trump, we're no longer, by the end of his term, we're no longer going to be the number one nation, the sole superpower. We've turned our allies against us. Things are only getting worse for the average person thanks to Jackass in Chief. Yeah. I'm so tired of these dumbasses. It really gets annoying as fuck, I'll tell you what. They keep citing shit. Turns out, yeah, you're full of bullshit. Because you're so full of fucking propaganda, you don't have any facts. Anyway, we'll go ahead and end this episode here. As always, educate. Where's the sign? Blur. Educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting these links in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, Later.